Hello. So we are back. Remember this laptop? On the last video, we ordered the BQ chip for the charging circuit. This is that laptop with importance of the first Mosfet, yeah? So what happened? I ordered the part, I fit back the Mosfet. So now the laptop is on the original stage, how we took it, yeah? Remember, you come with the power on the charging port and it's taking no power at all. But the laptop should come on. But we can check, I haven't checked. I checked it first time before I open. But let's see now. Or the battery is too low. What do you think? I can see the lights here on the side, but wait, because we took out the BIOS battery. I don't remember if we took out the screen connector. I remember I put everything back. Let's wait. Let's wait, just to be sure. Just having my coffee. Outside is nice. A few days ago it was like -1 degree, and then now it's like 12 degrees. Like 12. Yeah, so the laptop it is working. Okay, I will power off. Like how I told you from before, yeah. The laptop is working, but it's taking no power from the charging port connector. Good. Now let's take the back cover. Let's see, we been right or not. Because I will upload the video even if I'm wrong, you know. Usually, yeah. So this is it's kind of how the shop is working. Usually, I can't say usually, but depends of the business. Here, let's say I suspect that chip is faulty. I'm not gonna take the data sheet and check each pin. That's too long, and spending more time, you lose more money compared with if we order straight the chip. We'll feed the chip, and if it's not working, we are looking for something else. Yeah. So because the time is the essence, if I suspect a chip, I order the chip, I replace. If it's not working, we are looking for something else. But depends of the country and depends of the business. Because the right way to go is, okay, you suspect that chip, you take out the data sheet and you check the voltage, and let's say if we had our oscilloscope to check the signal on that MOSFET, the high side MOSFET from the charging circuit, that will make a big difference. Okay, so we took out the screws. Let's open the back cover. But usually we are right, you know, if I suspect something, usually that thing is faulty. Well, let's see on this case. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so that's the laptop. That's the chip. Yeah, that's the chip. Let's take out the battery. Someone said in the comments, yeah, someone said in the comments, you know, yeah, probably they try to make the laptop cheaper. But remember, I asked you how much money can save you, like a company, to don't fit the two screws on the battery. So this battery has no screws. You know, it's just a bad practice. It's not about actually you are saving some money. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. It's just a dodgy design, you know. Probably another Sorin is there designing those laptops. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. So one more time, taking the power supply, 19. Yeah. So we have the charging port. Okay, we have the charging port, ground, and plus. Okay, that's ground because it's short. But on the middle pin, okay, now I'm touching the middle pin. I can assure I'm touching the middle pin, and it's taking zero, nothing, because the first MOSFET is cutting out the power. Let's replace that chip, the BQ chip. Okay, let's have a look on the chip position. So the chip position, okay, we have the dot there, so we are fine. We unplug the battery, that's good. Let's use some flux, that's fine. Let's use around 400 degrees. I'll not take the board out, should be a quick job. Okay, it's nothing quick with 400 degrees, so actually we are it's more risk to use low temperature because you don't know what is behind of the board. Maybe it's the keyboard, the ribbon cable. And you don't want to melt the ribbon, the keyboard, ribbon cable. So we took out the chip. Let's come with a new one. Actually, it's more risky to use low temperature because you have to keep the heat longer on the board. Yeah, that's the only reason. Okay, that's the new chip. Okay, now let's go low. Let's go to 400. Okay, the chip it is soldered in place. Not happy, not happy. Okay, now I'm happy. Good, that's all. And all what we have now left is to test. Let's cool down the area and the chip. Hot. Okay, let's plug the battery. Let's come with the power supply. One second. So something changed. Connect the ground somewhere. Okay. That's bad. Okay. Let's see which is the main power rail and come with voltage there. See what happens. Which one is the main power rail? Here is 14.6. Let's lower the current. Wow, and he's pushing on the battery how much he can. We screwed up badly. No, it's not the Mosfet. It's not the other Mosfet because it's one more from the voltage coming back from the battery to the board. Because we already checked that. I believe we checked that. So let me feed the ground. So that's the multimeter, that's the power supply. So even if I come with my power supply here with 19, actually on the output I have no voltage, I have like 0.6 here. So this is the coil from the switching power supply. I have no voltage, so the Mosfet is not shorted. We check the Mosfet is not shorted. Okay, let's take out the Mosfet. Oh, it should be soldered properly on place. This is the high side Mosfet. Why we took out the Mosfet? Because the power management chip, you have first Mosfet, second Mosfet, and then you have the current sensor. Now let's say the current sensor is sensing too much current, and he can disconnect the first MOSFET. So now we disconnect the high side MOSFET from the charging circuit, and let's see what's happening. And still the first MOSFET is disconnecting. Okay, let's check here. And the battery is still charging. That's crazy. That's insane. Why? I took out the high side MOSFET from the power supply. So basically, that guy from the chat who left a comment, you know, Sorin, can be the other MOSFET. The one which, you know, the schematics of the charging circuit. Like on any laptop. And you have like that, you have the charging port, then you have the first MOSFET, then you have the second MOSFET, then you have that current sensor, current resistor. It's just a resistor, it's nothing else, yeah? Then you have one MOSFET, yeah? And this one goes to the battery, okay? Then you have from the same point from here, yeah? I switched the... Oh, that's insane. Okay, I'm sorry. Ground, and from here you have the coil. Then you have two MOSFETs. Okay? Then you have one MOSFET which is going to the plus here. Here the ground. And those gates is going to our BQ chip which we replace. Yeah? So this is the charging port. First MOSFET, which is disconnected in our case. The second MOSFET. Then you have the current sensor, current resistor. Here is supposed to be 19 volts. Okay? So the charging circuit is like that. Yeah? And it's going to the battery connector. This is the plus from the battery connector. You have the minus. And the power is coming back to the circuit, yeah? Because here you have your main 90 volts power rail. So the power is going back through this. Now this is not supposed to leave the current flow in this direction. So what we did, we took out this MOSFET because I suppose this MOSFET is getting opened by the driver and is moving the whole 19 volts to the battery. So we took out this MOSFET. And actually, even if we took out this MOSFET, we still have max power on the battery, which can come only from this MOSFET. And I have a guy in the chat, he said, sorry, this is the MOSFET. And I reply him, you know, this is impossible to be this MOSFET because I checked without the battery plugged in and I have 0.6. Yeah, we checked like in the last video and we check now. Without the battery, I have 0.6 here. If I have 0.6, that means this is not shorted. But the strange part is, with the battery connected, I still get here max power. With the battery connected and remove this one. So we remove this one. So the power can go here only from this MOSFET, which we have to find it. But this is a strange fault and a weird one, okay? Because like how I said, we checked without the battery and I have 0 volts without the battery. Now, where is the other MOSFET? That's a good question. We have to find it. Don't have schematic. Yeah. So we took out this MOSFET. So the plus, here is 19. Yeah, so the plus is not going through this coil, this resistor, and is going to the plus. Okay. Let's find the other MOSFET. I can't see other MOSFET here. So where is the other MOSFET? Must be on the other side. Because the plus of the battery I can see is going here somewhere behind of the board. So where is going? Because we have to find that MOSFET. Oh wait, no, here is ground. Here we have some capacitors. And the plus, here you have a capacitor. This, I don't think is this one. So where is the other MOSFET? Because we are looking for that MOSFET. Wow, I'm so bad. You know, I replaced that chip for nothing. I can't believe that. I was so wrong. What's this MOSFET is doing here alone? Maybe supplying power to the... anyway, we have to open the board and check. Here, behind of this, we should have a second MOSFET. Oh, we screwed up badly. I was so wrong. Actually, I should check from the last time, you know, I should remove that MOSFET and check if it's still, the power is still going to the battery. I can't believe that. If you didn't see that video, you'll find a link on the description with that video. With the first part. But I suppose, you know, I'm not the only one who sometimes is failing. Yeah? Maybe Ash. Yeah. So we do have a MOSFET there. Yeah, we have one. A big one. This one. I think that's the one. It must be. Yeah, it must be. So probably this MOSFET is pushing the voltage on the battery. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So this is supposed, this is the main 19 volts power rail, yeah? I think, yeah, it is. So this is supposed to leave the current goes only on this direction, but not the other way. If it's shorted, let's check. That will be a surprise, but I don't think it's short. No, it's not shorted. No, 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 no. No, no, let me check with my beeping multimeter. No, it's not shorted. I told you because I checked without the battery connector and I have no voltage. First, let's remove it to be sure that's the cause. Yeah. Okay, so we remove the MOSFET. Now let's check if it's still pushing voltage on the battery. So let's plug the battery. Yeah, let's come with the power supply 19 volts. Minus and plus here. And it's not pushing any voltage. So now we can feed back the small Mosfet. Now the weird part, and this is weird. So even that Mosfet, I believe, is controlled by this chip, but we replace the chip. Yeah, so the Mosfet should be like that. Okay, so we solder back the Mosfet. Now I'm curious what is happening. Oh, sorry, I forgot to disconnect the battery. Okay, that was a bad thing. Now I'm curious what will gonna happen now. So we remove the cause. What will gonna happen if I connect the battery and I come with 19 volts here? It will start working fine. Yeah. So what we did right now, we removed this MOSFET. Yeah, the one which is supposed to let the power just comes from the battery to the 19 volts on this direction. Yeah. So we removed this. This was the problem. No, this was the cause. Not sure that's the problem. Remember, the MOSFET is not shorted, so most likely it's not the MOSFET, it's something else. Depends who opened the gate on this MOSFET, which we remove it. But like how I know, well, maybe I'm wrong, you know, like how I know, this chip can open, but also the power management chip, which is on here. You remember with the first two MOSFETs. Okay, so let's feed the battery. Let's come with 19 volts on the input. And it's still not working. Aha. So yeah, we feed back let's come with 19 here on the main power rail. And it's not pushing anything. Yeah, 19, 19, yeah. So now it's not pushing any power, which is a good thing. Yeah. But the circuit is still not working. You know what? I didn't test it. I didn't test if I disconnect the battery. The first MOSFET it will do the job, but it's not doing it. So it's another fault here. It's another major fault. Now my question is, who's opening that MOSFET? Because if we found who is opening that MOSFET, that's the fault. That's our faulty component. So who's opening this MOSFET? Okay, do we have a bridge there? Let's see. My beeping multimeter. Oh, it's no bridge. Okay, so that's the gate. Let's check the gate. The gate is coming here and is going on the other side, but here you have the chip what we replaced. Like how I told you, see this is open by the. What's this? Okay, that. Why this came away from the board? Why this bubble, this solder bubble came away from the board? Okay, you know what? You know what? Let me come with 19 and check the gate, yeah? Let me come with let me plug the battery, actually. You know what? Let me take the laptop out. 1 second. Because we have to fix it. We have to find the problem. Somehow. We don't need a laptop. Yeah? So connecting the battery and the gate. Wait, what is supposed to be on the gate? 1 second. This is a channel P. Yeah? It's not a channel N, right? No, it's a channel N. Let me check on the gate. And on the gate we have 1 volt. Wait, but we have no voltage anywhere. Let's come with the power supply. Power supply. Plus here, let's come with the multimeter. So here we have 19, right? No. Sorry. Yeah, I'm right. Here we have 19. Let's do it like that. So here we have 19. Yeah, we have 19. We have. If we connect the power on the charging port, we have 0. If we're coming here, we can charge the battery, we can. The battery is supplying power, okay. So let's check now the gate. And the gate is 21 volts. This is a channel N MOS. On the main power rail we have 14.2 volts. That's the voltage battery. The battery voltage. This is strange. It's a strange fault. Because this MOSFET, most likely it's... let me check the pin to be sure. The gate of this MOSFET probably is coming from the chip, which we replace it. Yeah, look, from this pin. You can't hear the beeping multimeter, but it's coming from this pin. Yeah, look, this pin, from here. But the MOSFET is open by chip. Okay, let me check that bump. Yeah, that solar bump is fine. I don't get it. We replaced that chip. We replaced the chip. Why he's opening this MOSFET? What I'm missing here? Because it looks a simple thing, but I'm missing something. Wait, the MOSFET is faulty. He can't open the MOSFET on the other side. Oh yeah, he can. No! Oh, let me replace that MOSFET. Oh, he can. No, he can't. Let's replace the MOSFET. So this one... No, it's not coming here. No. Wait, here is the battery connector, here is the coil. That's ground, yeah? No, that's not ground. This is ground, this is plus. So that's not the MOSFET we're looking for. Oh no, this is a small MOSFET. Okay. We need a normal size MOSFET. Yeah, same story here. Small MOSFETs. You know what? Yeah, that's the one. Let's use a normal MOSFET, yeah? It is a normal size Mosfet. Should be the same thing. I mean, she'll do the same job. $400. Okay. Let's see, it's doing the same thing. We connect the battery, let's go with the power supply. Still not working. And the plus is not driving any power. Okay. Plus. Oh, it's doing exactly the same thing, yeah? If I go with plus on the main power rail, it's doing exactly the same thing. No, the MOSFET is okay. It doesn't have. I checked if they have a diode between drain and source, but no. Okay, let's find the data sheet for this chip. Wow. BQ 28 no 24780. That's the one. Don't see anything. Oh, what am I missing here? That's the one. Must be this one. Okay, so that's the... Wait, also this chip is managing the first and the second Mosfet. Wow. So our problem is this Mosfet, which is pushing the voltage. Oh wait, the voltage is coming on this side through the diode. But it doesn't have a diode, I checked and there's no diode there. And from this side on this side, by the chip. There's a channel N MOSFET. That means I have on a gate 21 volts. That means the MOSFET it will be open. Wait, wait. Someone said on the comment. Sorry, check the charging port because the charging port has a detection. The sense detection, or I don't know what he said. But this doesn't have. No, it's ground and plus. No, it's nothing. It's just ground and plus. It is? Yeah, it is. Ground and plus, that's all. Nothing more. Or, I have one pin here. Wow. You know what? That guy can be right. So, plus, plus, minus, minus. But you see those two pins here? One pin, it is ground. It's going the ground, yeah? But one is not connected. It's going somewhere else. Let's check with the multimeter on diode mode. I'll check with my multimeter. Not the one, not the on-screen one. No, it's not going anywhere. It's not connected. Because I can't see nothing on the diode mode. But those are ground. Plus. I mean, it's... I can't see anything here. But let's try it, you know, let's... Plus. Yeah? Oh, sorry. Plus and minus to the ground, yeah? What? I think was taking some power? Yeah. That's insane. Wow. Wow, that's insane. Okay, let's put back the Mosfet. Dorinas! Thank you. I have none today. B&H? Huh? Mexican? B&H? Yeah, you remember. Remember I had that a Cuban cigar? Yeah. So the people, they went to Mexico. Yeah, thank you, Lorinas. Thank you. Huh? Part? No, no, not yet. We are still waiting for that part. Today? No, I'm half day today. Who is that guy? Who is that guy? Who is that guy who was sent on the comments? Sorry, but he said, if I remember, because I told you I read every comment. He said, sorry, and I have the same problem with the same laptop, and actually was the detector pin, which is not on the schematic. It's not on this schematic. And what's that? Huh? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Here it's okay. Let's try now. Let's try, boy. But this is sick. Why you will do something like that? Why you will put a second ground pin on the inside of the charging port? I can't get the point, but okay. So let's connect the battery. Yeah. Let's go with the plus. So we have ground. We have plus, and it's taking off power. Okay. And we have to connect to ground another pin, which is this one. Let me push up the battery a little bit. Okay. Let's try now. So the pin is not this one. Not this one. Wait, it's not doing it anymore. It's not doing it anymore. So plus, yeah, and this pin to ground. It's working, it's charging. I can't believe. Look at the current, 200 milliamps, 1.2 amps. That's sick. That's sick. This is sick. Ah, it's working. The only problem with this laptop is the laptop has no issue, has no problem. How can I do this kind of beginner mistakes? Yeah. So you understand what's the problem? Okay. Oh, that's crazy. That's insane. Okay, the charging port, yeah? So you have the connector. Look, I will draw the connector, yeah? That's the connect. Ah, why? That's the connector, the charging port. Yeah? And you have the middle pin, which comes on the board, and this is plus. On the minus, have one clamp here, which is going to the ground, and you have one more here, which this is detecting something and is going something. I don't know what is detecting and what's the point. So this bit, without this connected to ground, because when you plug the charger, yeah, you plug the charger is like that, ground, and then you have plastic and you have the middle pin, yeah. So it's like that. The charger is like that, yeah. That's the charger, and then you have the plus. So when you plug the charger, it's touching this ground. This is metal, yeah. So it's touching this ground, then it's touching this ground, and when this pin is switched to ground, yeah, then the laptop it will work. This is crazy. Let me find a charger. Let me find a charger. Probably the laptop was working fine. But no, because came here like it's not working. Wow, Patrick, we're laughing, man. Sometimes I'm so wrong, man. I'm so wrong. You know, I'm just on a complete direction. You know, when actually the fault was so simple. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a simple thing. Simple. What is that charger from the morning? You know that charger with a small connector? It was a Asus charger. Yeah, like a brick. Was Ash charger. He said he bought a laptop and he gave me that charger to fix the plug only. Asus. Let me see here. Wait, but this is not. This is a Acer laptop, not Asus. But should be the same thing. Oh yeah, I found a charger. I don't know what charger is this. Okay, let's see what's happening. So the charger is plugged. Is volts. And we have 18.9, it's working fine. So even the charging port is not faulty, probably the customer charger is faulty. And everything is working fine. So you see on the main power rail, we have 18.9. That's sick. That's crazy. You see, that's how we are wasting time. Just, you know, going around faults which they don't exist and can't believe. You know what, with this one I was so wrong. So wrong. I even ordered a chip for this laptop. Who said? Who said on the comment? Because you see, these people are actually the people good for with the repairs. Yeah, not me. Said on the comment. Who said on the comment? Oh, thank you for this comment. I read that comment. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, you're right. We are bypassing things, but of course, we checked if it's a good hack or not. You know, it's a good shortcut or not. That you're right. Look, check this guy. I don't know. KPJ video. Yeah, so I've worked on this laptop before. There is adapter sense to check if the charger is fully seated into the charging jack. Both pins on the side of Sasha have to be short at the ground. Look at this guy. Okay, and he got 5 likes. That's been 5 people recognize the fault. Okay, now we know. You know what? It's not first time. I did have this kind of problems before. I didn't realize actually this laptop. That's the issue with this laptop. Any normal person, not a repair guy, yeah, any normal person will plug the charger to check. Well, a repair guy, he'll check with the power supply. And if you check with the power supply, you don't connect that pin to the ground, and a lot of weird things happen. Like the first, I can't even understand. You know, like the guy said, the laptop it will check if it's fully seated. The charger. This is so pointless. Anyway, it's done. Anyway, we have to fix that screw. Actually, they fit a detection to check if the charger is fit fully onto the charging port. And you call me dodgy? So let me understand. Yeah, let me get this clear. Yeah, you actually save money by putting screws on the battery. Yeah, because battery has no screw. But you fit a detection circuit if the charger is fully plugged. This is something over my power. Well, I shall not upload this video. People will call me beginner. Okay. Okay. So if you have this problem, you're screwed if you don't figure it out. Actually, the charging port has another pin which detects if the charger is plugged in fully or not. Okay, this screw is not from here. This is not from here. Let me fix this broken screw first. Okay, we need two screws here on the fan. Okay, well, let's feed the battery. The battery is plugged in. The battery has no screws. Let's check with the charger. Charger is plugged in. And we have the charging light. Okay. Everything is fine here inside, yeah? All screws, yeah. You know how it is. On YouTube are people like me. And are people like these guys, you know, they left comments, you know, I have same problem and that was the issue. Because, you know, different country, different shops. It's not like here, like I'm working like 3 hours and go home, I'm fixing like 2, 3 laptops and that's all, end of story. People, they are fixing like thousands of laptops every day. And obviously they have a lot more experience. Okay, who took this out? Somebody. Okay, now I have to edit the video. That sucks. Now I have to edit the video. It will take me another hour. Okay, so let's check the laptop. Power on. Okay, we reset the BIOS, so we have to wait for the BIOS. We have to wait for the BIOS to reload on the Super IO. Just wait. We can't even charge money for this job because that will not be fair. So even if you charge money for a job like that, you give back to the customer he will plug his faulty charger back, and it will still not work. So the best what we can do is to sell a charger to the customer. It's still on. Let's wait. Let's see if it's charging. Yeah, it's not the right charger for this laptop. But it's okay. It's charging. Oh, you can't see, sorry. You can see the charging sign. You can see the charging sign on the screen. Oh, it is charging. Yeah, the pin is too small for this charging port. Should be bigger. The middle pin. This is a Asus charger actually, and this laptop is a Acer. Anyway, we stop now. I will stop now because you know, it's kind of awkward. Thank you for watching on this nonsense video. Actually, we fixed nothing because there was nothing to be fixed. All what can be learned from this video is to not do the same mistake like me, yeah? And see you on the next one. Bye.